Hi folks, Norb Novison here. It's been a while since we've done a vlog. We have been swamped. The other day, I was out with a friend of mine. We were shopping for something for my wife, and I ran across this great thing. Listen to this.
No! No! No!
It's a no button. Now listen, I've got teenage kids, and it is great. They ask, Dad, can I use the car?
N-O.
Dad, can I take and have some extra allowance?
No!
Dad, what about this? Do I have to really do this or can I get out of it?
No.
I love that thing. Anyways, we have been swamped. We have made it to a couple of auctions in the last, since the last time I did a vlog. We're still sorting through all that stuff. It's some great items. And what we've really been excited about is the consignments we've gotten. We have gotten some incredible consignments. I pulled in a couple of them in here. We're going to talk about them in a little bit. They're some fantastic consignments. Some of our best, I haven't even had a chance to get in here. We have to do more research on them. We're going to be having those go up, but there are some really amazing things. Let me tell you some of what we've been busy with. We've rebuilt our website. We made it a little bit more efficient. It loads faster. It's something that's a lot stronger all the way around. YouTube has been going crazy. Our channel, Getting Sold on eBay, we've now got pushing 500 subscribers, and it's almost 200,000 views on our videos on it. So we're real excited and seeing that. It's been a really, really neat time all the way around and doing these type of vlogs and videos, and it's just a thing. Now, what we are excited about is tomorrow. Actually, it's today, April 20th, 2012, we are having our first national television appearance. We're going to be on the Lifetime TV network on a show called The Balancing Act. We're being interviewed, reference our book, Getting Sold on eBay. Marie and I are on there. It's great time. The people at Lifetime Network were fantastic. Christy is the one who interviewed us. She was superb. In fact, she's even called since the interview. We did the interview in a little bit ago during spring break in Fort Lauderdale. That was crazy. If you've never been to Fort Lauderdale during spring break, it's unique, that's for sure. But we had a great hotel room. I mean, this hotel room, it's like those suites you see on the things where the Princess Bride or something like that, where it's just huge and it goes on and on and on. This is like 50-foot long, the hotel room. Our shower was 12 foot across. It was just incredible. We had a good time. Marie and I spent some time at the beach. It was wonderful. We really enjoyed it, and I can't say enough about how great the people were there at the Balancing Act. The other thing that we're really, really excited about is we're getting ready to go to the 2012 eBay, US of eBay fly-in in Washington, D.C. eBay chose 20 people throughout the U.S., 20 sellers, some of the top sellers in the U.S. They asked us to be one of those 20. And we are so honored to do that. We're going to go there and represent our business, the business that we do on eBay and how we get by. What that primarily is about is letting Congress and our representatives know what we think about the taxing of internet sales. There's a lot of new things going down right now where Congress is trying to get the internet sellers to collect sales tax for all of the various taxing entities across the U.S. There's something like 7,500 entities. And that's really going to be a burden on a lot of businesses. It's really going to be crippling for a lot of businesses. So we want to go and let them know how our business works, how we have been a success in selling, and how we've done it on eBay, and how this would hurt our business. If you're selling on eBay and you're selling on the internet, you're making a business on the internet, I would encourage you to call your representatives, call your congresspeople, let them know that they need to have a robust exemption for small businesses, because honestly, it's going to be a lot of work and it can hurt a lot of businesses. So we're going to let them know on our behalf, and I would tend to think I'm speaking on behalf of a lot of you out there also, that this is something we don't want. We don't want to have to do all of this collecting for taxes everywhere. Let's see. We're also, we said we were going to, oh, I know what it was. One of the things that has been coming up over and over again, we've been addressing questions that come up on Twitter. eBay had some changes. They're changes for the power sellers to retain your status and be able to get the discounts that you want. They made a couple of changes, and there has been all sorts of comments out there. I've been reading the blogs, I've been on the sites, I've been seeing the videos that people are doing about this. It seems a lot of negative outlook on this. I want to give you our take on this. We have been doing the things that they're talking about, primarily doing one-day shipping and having a robust return policy of anything within 14 days. We've been doing this for years. This is something that has made our business grow. This is something that we have done not because eBay wanted us to, not because it's the right thing as far as making us look good in a business's eyes. We're all about the customers, taking care of your customer. And what that means is you get things out to them real fast. You make sure you're shipping them quality items. You stand behind what you sell. We sell 400, 500, 600 items a month. Our return rate is probably less than 1%. We have very few returns. When we do, we sometimes get a bad apple. I understand there are people out there that want to take advantage of you. There's people out there that don't do things right. But those are so few and far between. And we're not going to change our whole system based on one or two bad apples. There's so much more good happening than there is bad that it's a waste of time to try and modify everything for those few bad apples. Now, if we only have less than 1% of returns in a month, that means that we're having plus 99% success rates. So we take that into account. We know what we're doing. We do things to make sure that we're covered. We do tracking. We do everything we possibly can. Signatures on anything over $250. We ship overseas. And yes, sometimes you run into a problem, but not very often. You need to stick with your business and make your business work by following through with all of your customers and recognizing there's more good customers out there than there's bad. A vast majority more good, especially if you're running a quality business. In fact, listen, we've written a book on this right here. This is the shipping paper on it. We sold 2 of these books within the last half hour just before we did this video. And we're shipping these out. This tells how we do it, how we make sure the customer comes first, and it's a success. We've been doing it for 15 years. We know what we're doing and we know what we're saying right here. So you need to follow through and make sure that you take care of your customers. Now, let's go ahead and go on. And I said earlier, we're going to take a look at some of the things that we've got come in that I'm really excited. I'm going to start with this guy right back here. Okay. Now this one was not a consignment. This right here, this beautiful wooden carving, this is a carving of a beggar. He's got his begging bowl right here. He's got his little piece of corn right out down here. He's got a patch in his knee. Now, I got this at an auction for $7. We did some research on it, and let me tell you how we did the research on it. When I first saw this, I thought that he was carrying his hat. But then I noticed he's wearing a hat. So I realized this is a bull. So I looked up carving, beggar bull. And I came up with a number of these. And these were done in a city in Bavaria, in an area in Bavaria. Let's see, it's pronounced Oberammergau. Oberammergau. I had to write down the pronunciation there to get it right. Otherwise, I was going to tear it to pieces. And these were done in the early 1900s. They were brought back by tourists and so forth. And they do about $200 to $250 at auction. So I'm pretty excited for a $7 purchase. I think this one will do well. I don't know if I'm going to get that amount on eBay, but we're certainly going to make more than $7 on it. That's for certain. Another piece that I ended up with in a consignment that I'm really excited about. Now this one, we don't know what's going to happen. What we have here is a sterling silver artisan-made bracelet. And what really got me excited is, if any of you have collected mid-century modernists, in the late 1930s and 1940s, there was a guy by the name of Alexander Calder, and he did these spiral jewelry pieces. Every piece is hammered in here. It's not just twisted. It's all hammered to be into this section. And I went over it with a fine-tooth comb looking for his signature. It wasn't on there. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this as inspired after Alexander Calder. Now, the reason I was so excited, his jewelry like this can go into tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So having anything that's even inspired by him is going to be a fun thing to see what happens. Let's take a look at another one. What we have here is a wonderful mid-1800s folk art painting. It's really folksy. It's a beautiful sailboat. It's signed in the bottom left corner right here, and it has a period to this art frame. In other words, the frame is mid-1800s also. And you might wonder how we can tell. Let me show you something on the back here. This has a rough back on it. See the little scratches all throughout it? Anytime you do anything on this back, it shows a fresh scratch. But if you look at the nails, they're all square nails, and there's no marks that these nails have ever been removed or ever put back in. This was period where the frame and the picture were done together at one time. Mid-1800s. This is going to be great. I am really excited about putting this up. Okay. One more I wanted to show you. This one is something special. Meet my friends right here. This is a massive. This is standing on the floor. This is standing on the floor. This is a huge, huge African ancestor piece. I don't know what tribe it is yet. We're going to figure all that out. But this came in as a consignment. It is probably the largest ancestor piece we've ever had. And it is fabulous. I didn't see any breaks on it. It's got the age. This is truly a museum quality piece. And you may look at it and say, that's huge. I'd never buy something like that. I could never ship it. Let me tell you, we use FedEx Ground. It's amazing how little something like this can ship for. It's still going to be expensive to ship anywhere in the U.S., but nowhere near as expensive as you think it's going to be. And international, chances are it'll be bought by someone in the U.S., but if someone really wants it overseas, they will pay the shipping. You'd be amazed at what people are willing to spend to have something shipped overseas. We put this story in our book. We sold a fully mounted buffalo head to someone in Germany. He paid over $800 for this head. He paid over $1,200 to have it shipped to him in Germany by boat. It was huge. He loved it, and that was something he'll do. So things like this, people will spend the money to have it shipped. It's a neat thing. We're really looking forward to it. Now, do I think I would buy this and stick it up in my bedroom?
No! No!
My wife would shoot me, believe me. Okay, folks, that's about it for this vlog. Now, we're going to try and do something else next week. Keep your eyes open. We're going to try and get some video from the fly-in in Washington, D.C., see if we can get you things that are going on there and get you updated exactly what's all happened. It's been a really exciting time. Be sure to tune in to our site, Getting Sold on eBay, and see us appearing on national TV. We're going to have that up on our site later today, and so you're going to really enjoy seeing that. So for now, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the things going on, and good luck out there.